Well, hi there. My name is Mike Myone, and that is Brett Barry.
It's me.
That's you. How are you today, Brett?
I'm great. It's a little hot here in Phoenix. I think we're going to get up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. It's
Oh,
just too hot. It's
oh
it's
my. Yeah, that's hot.
that's what happens in Phoenix this time of year. But try and imagine 11 o'clock at night. It's still 100 degrees.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine it. Hey,
hot.
at Magic Live is next month, at the beginning of the month, and
Yeah,
you usually have something to share with the public and magicians and mentalists, and I know this year is no exception. So you have a new product, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And
yeah.
why don't you just show us what the package looks like?
Yep. So these are the new SVENPAD cocktail cards.
Cocktail
Just
cards. Interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
They're
And that's the front of the box. Here's
very,
the back
very
of the box
pretty.
right now. Yep. And then
And inside the box are cards. And
yeah,
yes, and these are recipe cards, correct?
they are recipe cards. You can find cards just like this, very similar on Amazon. We've created these from scratch. All of the design work, the recipes, everything we've done from scratch. These are not off the shelf cards, but they look like all the things we make from SvenPad. The idea is that it looks exactly like something you could buy. And the beauty of this, Mike, is that you can force a cocktail, a really nice cocktail, uh, so easily and deceptively, and in a really what I would say is a brand new way, um, that is going to be so foolproof. Um, these are going to be most like for people who know our Sven cards, which we came up with last year, where each card you're holding is actually a pair, but it feels like a single card. Now, I sent some of these to you, and no BS, Mike. You're a straight shooter from New York. Tell me, do they feel like singles? Be honest. I don't want you to BS me.
No,
Do they?
no,
They
no.
feel right?
I have a set right here, and I have to, and I'll be completely honest. There is no way that you would think that it's anything but a single card that you're holding.
Yeah.
This one is for Bloody Mary, and as you can see, it has the recipe on the back, and on the front a lovely photograph of a Bloody Mary, celery and everything. And they handle just like they were regular bunch of cards that can be mixed easily. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're terrific looking.
Yeah.
They look pretty,
Thank you.
and
Yeah,
I think that they work great.
yeah. We'll talk about some of the little details and stuff in just a moment. You're going to get 30 pairs in each box. The box itself says that there are 52 modern and old-fashioned cocktails here, modern and classic. But in reality, there are 30 pairs, which means you've actually got 60 cards which fill the box. We had these boxes made in the UK because making them China or somewhere else was not feasible at the time. So these are made in the UK. They look gorgeous. They have what's called a UV coating. I just want to say one thing, and we'll show a demo. Is these cards that you have and I have are actually not the final production of the cards, and we make these here in Phoenix, just like all of our SvenPad products. These do not yet have the UV coating, which gives it a beautiful, shiny coating like the box has. And the final version will have UV coating. We made the edges, as you can see on both sides, black, which basically makes it like black art and hides the edge. You cannot easily see the edge where the card opens into two.
No.
Mike, you're running the show today. Do you want to just show the demo of
Sure,
doing
sure.
this
Let's
at
let's take a look at
a
the video that you shot. Let's do that right
Let's do
now.
it. See, I have some cocktail cards. Okay. Bought it. Saw it. You may have seen something like this. Do you make drinks at home, Serenity?
I do.
You do?
I
Okay.
do, yeah.
You like cocktails?
I love cocktails.
You're the right person.
Yeah.
All right, so good. So let me show you some of the cards. And there's like, I think there's about, what does it say here? 52 different. Take a look at some of them.
Okay.
Name some of them randomly.
All right.
So,
We've got a zombie cocktail.
yeah.
That's Sex on the
from
Beach.
mine. Oh, Sex on the Beach, we all. It's a good one.
Moscow Mule.
They're all.
Old fashioned, right?
Now look on the backs and you'll see there's recipes. Bougie recipes, right?
Yeah.
So you got the recipes.
Okay.
And you're familiar with some of these? They're all different.
Mule.
Yes?
Skill centers, oh yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'd like you to do. Give them a bit of a mix.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I'm hoping to influence your decision.
Okay.
I have a cocktail in mind. I have one cocktail in mind, hoping to influence you, okay?
Okay.
In kind of an interesting way.
Okay.
So take some of the drinks right now. Just give them a bit of a mix. Kind of look at me so you don't even know like what you're mixing. You know,
Okay.
and yeah. So just kind of, you know, put some here, put some there. Tell me when you're happy. You don't even like. I won't know the order. You won't know the order. They're all different. It's like 50 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And I'm just gonna put, and obviously what's on top is excluded. I'm gonna put your rubber band on here, Serenity.
All right.
Great name, by the way.
Thank you.
And then put the cocktails in your hand, and I just want you to, with your thumb, just open up to one of them. Okay? Just look at me though. When you do it, open to one. Are you on one?
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
You got the one you want?
I got it.
You girls look away. You remember the drink you got. Just look at it. Ready? Okay, wait. Hold on. She reacted, which is good. Okay. All right. I think she got one. Now here's what's really interesting. I'm going to take the rubber band off. Watch me carefully. Nothing in my hand. Put it in the box. Just put the cards into the box.
Into this
Yeah, put it in the box. Yeah. Rubber band. Right? And I want you to close the box up. We're going to do some, a little imagination experiment, Serenity. Put the cards just flat in your hand. And I want you to imagine you kind of reacted when you got that particular cocktail. This is one you tried before, yes?
Oh, I'm familiar.
She's like, whoa, she's really familiar with it. Okay, and I want you to imagine, just put your other hand on top, and I want you to imagine, in these cases, right. Imagine you've got one of those in front of you right now. We just asked, Storm, is
Yeah.
it? Storm, great name, the bartender. Storm just made you one of these drinks.
Uh-huh.
You got it right in front of you. I want you to imagine that you're just gonna swirl it around. Remember what it looks like. Remember what it smells like, what it tastes like. Most important part is the taste. And just imagine you're gonna take it all down. You got you a drink, but you take the cards out now. You take the cards out. Yep. And I want you to find your drink. Find your drink. Because if this works, Serenity, your drink should no longer be there. Just make sure. Don't tell me what the drink is.
I think I'm getting profiled. I'm beer.
No, I'm not profiling you. Nothing
Oh,
creepy.
it ain't there.
It's gone. Here's what's crazy, man. I have a single card that I just felt in my, just right here in my pocket. I don't want to touch it. So just tell us right now, out of 52 drinks, what is the drink you can smell, you can taste, the one that you saw? What was the drink?
This is espresso martini.
Oh, wow. You're reminded of two espresso martini.
Should I take it off?
What is it? Come on, guys.
Very cool, Brett. Very cool, and I got a great reaction there from those lovely ladies. Yes, that was great. Now, you did that as kind of a combination, magic and mentalism, because the card disappears. That's a magic trick.
I would say that one is more of a magic, inspired trick. I would say it's influence. So I told her I'm hoping to influence her to see a certain card, which I've already chosen. But what I kind of love about this deck is that it can work for a magician or a mentalist. It works very similar to one of my all-time favorite gimmick decks, which is the Get Sharky deck from Card Shark. I've owned a number of those over the years. The deck works similarly, but you can force one single drink. We have two different sets of cards. One set of cards can force an espresso martini, and the other one can force a margarita, two very popular drinks. Um, but you can play this as mentalism or magic, mind reading or magic, or both, mind magic. Uh, so in this presentation, I love this, which is again similar to Get Sharky, which I highly recommend as a deck, where the card has literally disappeared in their hands. And the beauty of this deck is they can hold the cards right from the beginning. They can go through the cards and name some of the drinks. They can turn them around. They can give them a mix. I don't want to use the word shuffle, but they can give them a bit of a mix. They can put the cards in the box. It's in their control the entire time. And I'll compare this with no disrespect to Bill Abbott. I'll compare this, for example, to the Smartass deck of celebrities. I love Smartass deck. It's a great deck. Again, highly recommended if you want to force a celebrity or a name or anything. But the issue I always had with that deck is that teeny little popping sound from when you're pulling two cards, one from the other. And you'll never have that with this deck. But you can do the same type of presentation as a smartass deck. If you wanted to, you could hand the deck to someone on stage, Mike, and I know you do comedy on stage more than I do. And you could say, you know what, take those cards, give them a mix, check them out, and then take half the cards and throw them over your shoulder or toss them into a little bin. And then you're left with half. And you know what, take those half and make another half and get rid of it. And same as what you would do with smartass, you're left, let's say, with 5 or 6 cards. You could then hold a bunch of cards in betwixt your fingers like this and ask them to open to one, and they will be on, as you can see here, the espresso martini on the force card. Boom, just like that. So you've got lots of presentational possibilities, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I don't think there's too many effects out there that really talk about cocktails and
Well, is there
cocktails are like.
anything like this? Are there anything like this? Is this looks like a very original kind of idea here? And how did you come up with this?
Okay. So Ray Lum, who is one of the top illusion builders in the world, he lives in Las Vegas. He's a good old friend of mine. He asked me about a year and a half ago to make a curated deck of cocktail cards for him for a project that he was doing. And to do that, I ended up, I'll make it a long story short, we bought cards off of Amazon. I went direct to the company, and they were cocktail cards. You can buy, there's many different cocktail card decks out there, but we made them as a Popeye Popper deck. A Popeye Popper deck basically means we took those existing cards, we cut them to Svengali, long and short, and then put rough and smooth on the cards. Long story short, even after lots of experimentation, I made them for Ray, but I was never really 100% happy with the end result. Didn't have quite the precision that I wanted, didn't have the foolproof aspect, didn't have the hands-off aspect, total hands-off, because it's rough and smooth. So the performer has to control the cards. So a year and a half later, this kind of popped to mind. I told Ray about it. He gave me blessings. So we have to give a big head nod to Ray, tip of the hat. And these, I promise you, will exceed your expectations. They're beautiful. They're really nice.
Well,
So
I have to tell you, they do handle very nicely. I mean, it's very easy to make a mix with the cards. They slide. They don't get stuck like it would if you had like a matte surface on it. It looks really good, and I
I
like
just
that
say
you.
they'll be even smoother when they have the UV coating. So uh, that UV coating takes about 3 days to do. It's a multi-step process in the printing process here in Phoenix. So when you have the final at Magic Live, you'll have the real smooth handling cards that are going to be a lot of fun.
No, I want to. I don't want you to forget to talk about the cards because you have the extra card that you supply, so that you made that appear in the shirt. So the card vanishes from the deck, and then it appears in your shirt. And kudos to the fact that you made the extra card
Yeah.
feel the same weight as
Yes.
the as a single pair.
Yeah.
So a person's going to handle the cards because they're going to mix the cards. So they may
Yeah.
look at one, they may take one out, they may look at the back and see the recipe on the back. And then when they find that card that appears in some impossible location, it's going to feel exactly like the card that they had held previously, and that is really that that takes a lot of thinking. Well done.
Well, you and I both, the reason we get along so well is because we try to think of things before before they're in the customer's hands. We're going to include two of the force cards with each. By the way, Mike, don't answer that. It's bad news. Don't answer that. It's bad news. Don't answer. Anyway, that's an old mentalist joke. You'll get two of the force cards with your deck. So each person who buys a deck will get. So if you buy the Espresso Martini forcing deck, you'll get cocktail cards deck. You'll get two of the cards, so that you have a couple of extras. Um, and you don't even have to use this card. If you did it as a mentalism routine, uh, you don't even have to use this as an appearance. That I think has a little bit of a magicy thing to it. But if you want to, a lot of people will use the extra card and have it appear somewhere. So,
Yeah.
and we give you a little foil sticker. I won't make a big deal about this, but um, the foil sticker, you can see there's a little bartender on it. And you get that in your package. And then with an X-Acto knife, you can cut it right in the middle so that you can actually use this to keep your box closed. So if I press that, the box is actually kind of being held there, and then it just unpeels. But I think it just gives it just that little extra classy look. So you'll get the little foil um, closure sticker there. It's got a barcode on the back. It looks like something you buy. Um, this is a killer in your pocket. It takes up no pocket, almost no pocket space. You could use it mingling. You could use it on stage. So much fun. And by the way, we didn't talk about some of the possible presentations.
Yep. Please
Um,
do.
is that what you were just thinking, right?
Yeah.
So I'm reading your mind. One of them is, and I've done this recently, is have a bartender just mix up an espresso martini. Say, you know what, I'm doing some magic over here. When I snap my fingers or wave at you, can you just bring that drink right over to the table? So you do your presentation and then snap the fingers and boom, right on a tray is an espresso martini being brought to the table. I did that a few weeks ago for a group of about 10 executives, and everybody at the table literally just started screaming, and everybody wanted a cocktail. They said, we want one too. So the restaurant liked it, but that's a fun way to do it. You could buy at your local wine shop. They make cans of espresso martini or margaritas in the can. They even have mocktails where you can get them without alcohol. This one here, it looks a little weird. It's a espresso martini uh, mocktail. So there's no alcohol in this one, but you could have this on you as well. Some of the presentations could be mind reading. Just think of the drink, imagine drinking it. So, and what else? Oh, and you could do it as Hoy. You could have the. You're going to need to rubber band the end of the cards when you want to force. Here's
And why
why.
is that? Why? Yeah.
Yeah, because in testing this, if I said to the spectator, put it in your hand and just lift up and look at one, oh, they're not looking at the force here because they're actually just lifting up the deck. and that's going to be a problem, right? So in order to force, you're going to want to put a rubber band around the end and then ask them to lift up and look at one, and they'll be on the force, okay? So that's one way to do it, Mike. Or the other way is
Could you
to,
just hold it? Couldn't you just hold
yeah,
it?
yeah, just hold it at the end like this in betwixt your fingers and just say, don't flip through it because you'll see too many images, too many drinks. You'll literally be drunk, but don't do that. Just open and look at one. And they do that and they're on the force. So the key is to hold it here at the glued end. You can put it betwixt fingers and just manage it. Just say, look at one, or and you could do the eye to eye. Look at me in the eyes, open to one. Are you happy? Great. And so that's another good way, or just rubber band it. That's going to be key to this because the pairs are held together so deceptively that you don't want to have them just free when you're actually wanting to do the force. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
But it's
and
not much.
the cards are held together. The pairs are really tight pairs, and I was playing with it that so much so that if you wanted, you could very easily mix the cards like this, and then turn away and ask the person. Let's suppose you wanted to do this at this to two people at the same table. You could just have them do ask you to say stop as you riffle through, and then just do a slip cut force, and then you can force them any one of the cards in the pack. You can do that before you do your force. So it's just a matter of keeping the force card on the bottom actually, and then you just riffle through like that. They say stop, and you just do a slip cut and give them the drink that they stopped at, which was the card at the top. So it's you can use a couple of techniques here, and then you can perform the trick at the same table. So the first time you do it with the slip cut force, and then maybe the next time you do it with the hand. Now, you know what? Let's do it a little differently. I'm going to rubber band this. I don't even want to touch the cards this time. And so now you give it to them, and you do the.
Right, and speaking of that, I did mention that's great. You could do it on stage as a hoist. So you literally just rubber band the cards. One person looks, a second person looks, a third person looks, and then you could false call out two drinks, and then you call out the real drink, espresso martini. Don't react. If I name your thing, sit down, sit down, sit down. Boom! You've got three different people that you've revealed their drink on stage. So this could be on stage. This could be mingling. I'll be using it for both. I have been using it for both. People really seem to like it because people seem to be. Now, listen, I know some people don't drink alcohol. This is obviously not going to be something for performances for people under 21. It's an adult theme. But if that theme works for what you're doing in your corporate environment, or you could be at Chicago Magic Lounge or the Magic Castle. My God, we know people have a few drinks at the Magic Castle. If you ever get there past 10 p.m., best of luck to you. So people like their drinks. So this could be done in so many fun ways on a cruise ship. I think our SVENPAD customers are going to love this. Often we have 2 or 3 releases for Magic Live, but I've been putting a lot of effort into this for the past probably over 6 months, and I think you're going to be just astounded by the quality of this deck. So the cocktail cards.
It is really cool. I can't wait to play a little bit more with it. I just got them the other day, so I didn't really have a chance to put them through the paces. But I got a good look at them, and they look great.
You're going to FISM in
I
Italy
am
like later
tomorrow.
today.
I
Tomorrow.
leave tomorrow. Yep, I leave for Italy tomorrow. Very much looking forward to
Wow.
that. So I won't be able to join you as I have in the past at Magic Live, which is disappointing. But
Understand.
I will bring back great stories from FISM, and then we'll share experiences when you're finished with Magic Live. So look
Sounds
forward to it.
good.
Hey, can we
A
just
great,
summarize
yeah,
before we get
sure.
before we say goodbye? I just want to let us summarize some of the things, and so I'm just going to pop you on the screen there and let you talk about the features of the deck, if you don't mind, and you can just go through
Sure.
these maybe and
Sure.
remind people.
Sure. They're all real recipe cards. There are 30 pairs in each deck. They work like the Sven cards, which means they're glued at the top. Extreme high precision. Because these use black art as opposed to the index cards, which were the Sven cards, these are actually even more deceptive, in my opinion. They also use a much heavier stock, and so the pairs really stay together nice. Uh, the cards can be handled by the spectator, which is really always a strong feature. Um, the force happens in the spectator's hands, so that's real strong. Each pair, this is a pair here, feels like a single card, which I think is also pretty amazing. You get 2 extra force cards in the box. The box and design are really neat. Looks quite quite good, like something you bought on Amazon. 2 versions available: espresso martini or margarita force. Play it as magic or mentalism. The price is going to be $69 for each deck. That price will go up after Magic Live. It will be going up. These decks are literally made by hand. Each card has to be made in a special jig and all of that. But pricing will be very special at Magic Live. We will have 100 of each set at Magic Live. I do expect, I hope that they'll be popular. Please stop by the booth. We will not have them on our SVENPADS site until at least mid to end of August, because there's a production process. So you will not be able to buy them if you're at home and you're not attending Magic Live. Maybe ask a friend to purchase a set for you if you know somebody going. Murphy's Magic, our distributor, will not have them until mid to end of September. So if you want one of these bad boys, ask a friend if you're not attending, or come by the booth. We'd love to see you. I think you're just going to be so happy with this. There's nothing else like it.
Let's just go over the routines as well. Now these come are the routines. They come in with the instructions. Are they going to be complete
Well,
for people
yeah,
to be able to perform?
yeah, there will be video instructions that will include the details of the routines that you can do, and some good examples of that. So on this particular project, it'll be video instructions only, which you'll be able to get obviously right after you purchase them. So you could do them as a cocktail appearing. You could do it as reading the mind. You could do almost a mixture of both. You could do it where the card seems to have disappeared with no moves. So there's nothing to learn. I mean, you'll be doing this literally 5 minutes after you purchase it. This is not going in the magic drawer. You could even do a drink shaker revelation where you've got a drink shaker, and the drink could be in the drink shaker. You could do it. Jay Alexander in San Francisco had suggested the idea of maybe you have the wrong drink, maybe in a can or something like that, and then you pour it out, and maybe the right drink comes out of the can. There's so many creative possibilities. And then I mentioned the tossed out deck. You could do that as well. There's many possibilities, and they will be on the video instructional.
So just to recap, you only have a limited supply that are going to go to Magic Live.
Yep.
They are available on your website, but not until the end of August.
Mid to
And
end of August will be available. Yes.
Okay, and the price is a special price for Magic Live, is that correct?
It is a special price, $69 for each deck. The price will be higher for After Magic Live. I won't say the exact price, but it will be higher.
Okay.
All of our costs are higher. We can't, we've never really made stuff in China. We were just going to try to do the card boxes, but everything on this project is a bit on the costly side. But we just want it to be right. I don't, I don't tend to cut pennies and dollars here. I just am like, okay, we want to put two of each force card in the deck. Fine, we'll do the extra. We want a nice box. We'll make them in the UK. Whatever the foil seal, everything just needs to be right, and that's the goal. So
Well, well done. I think they're terrific. As I said, I can't wait to I can't wait to use them. Best of luck. Have a great time at Magic Live, and
thanks, buddy.
we'll touch base later. So I think that's it for today. I think I can't urge people enough to go visit your booth at Magic Live. I'm sure it's going to be a terrific convention, but make sure to get to that dealer room and visit with Brett. And with that, we'll say goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Yes, arrivederci.